Kenny Holtz, my man, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Randy. Happy Monday. You know, last 3 weeks in it. The last day of March.
That's right.
The last day of March. Tomorrow brings in April,
April.
maybe.
That's how it works. After March is April. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, if I look at my calendar, I think so.
Listen, bro, I'll tell you one thing. January took like 2 months, took fucking forever. And then February and March has been like boom, 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 like a fucking breeze. So yeah, man. Listen, good to have you on. We are in the springtime. Just got finished watching Raw on
Man,
Netflix live because with all the time changing, we haven't been doing it right after Raw because of you got work and I got work. So but today we're off, ain't got shit to do. So we said, fuck it, man. Let's just do it right after Raw on Netflix. So we here, we live. Follow my man Kenny Holt on Twitter at Cowabunga _K_E_N. Myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter J C R U Z. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. If you have gone to go try to find the audio of the podcast and it's not there, I apologize. Just have not been a moment to upload it, so I apologize. But you can also find on youtube.com/cruise control podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Show us some love for support for your boys on the program. Also, before we get up and running, ProWrestlingTees.com/cruise control for the 2 out of 3 falls official podcast t-shirt that I'm wearing right now.
boom.
All right. ProWrestlingTees.com/cruise control. Go ahead again. Show some love for support for your boys on the program. We are doing this live on X and on YouTube. So any questions, comments, any feedback regarding Raw this afternoon or SmackDown on Friday or just anything pertaining to WrestleMania, hit us up in the chat. We'll get right to it. My man Ice always on time, man. I'm glad Raw is coming back to the States, but these midday Raws have given me something to do at work. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Me and Kenny tend to work in the morning, afternoon time frame,
Yeah.
and then by the time it's 6 p.m. we're home. So to wait to watch Raw at 8 o'clock next Monday, 8 o'clock live on Eastern time, and then do the show like around 10:30, 10:45. It's like, oh man, I gotta wait all night for this shit. But they come with the territory, man. But I appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, I think just overall seeing the shows back in America with the American crowds and stuff like that should be listen, they've been overseas for like 3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks.
So, listen, I wouldn't even know how to pack to go to Europe for 3 weeks. Bro, that's a lot.
I like the crowds have been good. The crowds have been good over, so like they just been chanting. It's been good, but we felt it's like now we want to see more, like probably done back in the States and see what to do. I mean, a lot now for being off and actually catching it, watching Raw at 3 o'clock is pretty good. You don't have to. I'm not worried about yawning, going to sleep. It's dark. You can have a good time. So it's like watching your favorite cartoon or Power Rangers when you come home from school. So,
yeah, pretty much.
Good. So, but
yeah,
it's pretty interesting. Let's see what happens next week at Wisconsin on Raw in Chicago this Friday.
That's right. No, Minnesota Raw next week.
Oh, well, Wisconsin. Well,
Raw's in Minnesota. Next, now we got Wisconsin from. All right, it's Minnesota.
Minnesota. My mistake. Wrong state.
Perfect episode of Raw. Kenny, let's go right to it. We'll start at the end. Bianca, referee, Rhea, Io Sky, Women's World Championship match was the main event. We kind of figured how this was going to end because all signs point to a triple threat match at WrestleMania for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship between Io, Rhea, and Bianca. She was the referee. I think she did a solid job until the end with all of the shenanigans, which you kind of foreshadowed. Right now, it's still not official, but we know at some point in time it'll be official by Adam Pearce. This will be a triple threat match. What did you make of the match and how it played out where it was a double DQ for both Io and Rhea?
I thought the women's match, the women's title match between Io and Rhea, I thought it went pretty well. It performed very well. You could just feel like I think everyone was just feeling the tension of, oh, what's it gonna happen? It's towards the end, but
Yeah.
Bianca trying to save face, calling on both sides, trying to be fair on both, but we eventually was probably gonna wait and see, like, all right, who's gonna hit Bianca first? Who's gonna knock her out?
Hmm.
Rhea does. Then here comes where was the count? Oh, you know what? I'm tired of this. Boom. She gets hit again. Then here comes
Yeah.
Io. Boom. Bianca says, you know what? No one's gonna get no contest. No one's winning. So it was pretty good. Rhea, I think this
Hmm.
goes for Rhea for getting upper hand doing the riptide for both Io and Bianca. So it was good. I like this rivalry because each women, they give the same equal amount of punishment to all to each
Hmm.
opponent. No like 2-on-1s, no like tag team, no handicap. It's equal amount of tension within all three women. So I'm liking how it's fared out, and this really gives a head toss who you may not see who's going to win at WrestleMania if they do make a triple threat match.
I mean, I don't think it's a matter of if. I think it's a matter of when. I think it will be a triple threat because what? You're not gonna have Rhea on the show, really? No Rhea.
I
Okay,
mean,
so I don't think to do all this to be like, all right, Rhea, thank you for your contributions, but we're not gonna have you on this jam-packed show. I'm sorry. I
wow.
expect her to be involved. I thought Bianca was cool as a referee. Um, I,
Shout out to the ring gear.
the ring gear, yes.
You made that my hand, by the way.
And like you said, everybody got equal punishment. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't like one more than the other and stuff like that. Um, but you know, this match should be a show stealer at WrestleMania because we already know, and we'll get there. We already know night one main event is the triple threat men's with Punk, Seth, and Roman,
yeah.
and we all know what the main event is for night two with Cody and Cena. But now it's like now what you saw today on the show, a lot of these stories, I think they know everything. They watch everything. They watch how we react and all the people across the world, all the podcasts and all the stuff like that. Like the build is slow. What's up? So you got to build towards this triple threat match. You also got to build towards, that IC title
Run.
story with the Penta and Judgment Day and Braun Breaker. You got a more story with the Usos with Jay Uso and Gunther. You got more of a story obviously with Cody and Cena earlier in the night. So today was a show like, hey, listen, we're gonna bump all this shit up. We're gonna start really ramping our stories up
And on
because
the
we're hearing what you guys are saying. We know it's a slow build, slow burn, but now in the final show overseas where we're gonna really ramp shit up, I think they did a great job of doing that.
on the last night, on the last day in London, what a way to end and kick off. I mean, sometimes as what is it? I think Hunter said it before,
Mm-hmm.
and one thing that we've always said, we gotta, be patient. Sometimes we just want it now. We're a little too impatient. We want to see it
Mm-hmm.
now, but we've been saying this all from last week that we hoping like on the last time in Europe, excuse me, overseas, they're
Yeah.
going to show us something, show us a build. This women's match, especially this triple threat women's match. We was
Mm-hmm.
waiting to see like, all right, what's gonna happen now? We got no contest, but also too, there's nothing fair in games. So it's like now when these women see each other, it's on site. Now
Facts.
it's all hate. It's all like now you're in my way. Guess what? I'm gonna get in your way. I think what is it? Dre said it. You mess
Mm-hmm.
up with my night, I'm gonna fuck up your day. And you
Pretty
straight said,
much.
yeah. So yeah,
Pretty much.
I liking how it all builds. So trust the process, build the patience, not to feel
Yeah.
this. It's all good, baby.
I mean, listen. We're all fans. At the end of the day, we
Correct.
we we look to try to have our way. The matches and the stories that we have in our mind and in our. If we wrote the book, it'll be a certain way. But listen, we don't work there. They're gonna, we're gonna go along for the ride. And I think today was a good step in that direction to have not just one storyline be prominent. You build on 3 or 4 storylines all in one night.
I agree.
Um, I know we're gonna jump around in multiple areas, but the triple threat with EO and them and Rhea and Bianca was good. Um, again, all signs point towards the WrestleMania triple threat. Now, seeing that, does it change it? Again, we do this every week. Does it change your mind of who you have winning? Or one week I have EO, the next week I have it might be Bianca or whatever. Like, are you still firm with who you have? You got Bianca, right?
I I initially had EO. Now
Mm,
I think that with this, EO might pin Bianca at, or she might pin Bianca at Mania. Not just yet. I think EO's
okay.
going to pin Bianca at Mania, but that's still going to spark something as well.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I mean, listen, I've been saying it for weeks. I got EO winning.
Now, who she's covering?
True, true. I don't know who she's covering. I think it might be a situation where. Oh, now you want to bark?
What's up,
Hold
Phoenix?
on, my dog. Hold on, 1 second. Hold on.
Hey, so
My
one thing,
bad, y'all.
hey,
Dog stuff.
hey, man, one thing about it, we accept all people to come here. Boy T, boy Cornell, and our other
EO,
and our other
EO.
person, Phoenix. I was just
Oh
giving a shout
man,
out
listen.
to
I
our other
think, I think,
co-host.
I think he wants to be on the show.
Hey, he's living a
He
rough
wants
life,
the
man. Leave him
attention.
alone.
Yeah, come on, man. Rough life, really.
A rough life, man. But
um,
what do you think?
yeah, EO. I think EO still wins. You build towards the singles rivalry with Bianca and Rhea. We did not tap into it on Friday, but kind of getting into the situation of like Evolution Part 2 coming up, I think in July. So it's like, hey, do we have to wait for Bianca and Rhea to happen one on one at a WrestleMania? Or do we do it at like the all female um pay-per-view PLE Evolution in July, where that could be the main event, non-title, but you start from there, and then you probably build towards later on into 2026. But seeing that down the pipeline, it gives me indication like, hey, we could start the feud with the official feud of Bianca and Rhea one on one at that point in time. But then let EO keep the title post WrestleMania and go on to other contenders. But because EO right now, Rhea and Bianca may not need the title, not right now. Because Bianca's also in that Jade and Naomi storyline.
Yeah.
So it's a lot going on for Bianca. So I think EO might be the one beneficiary of all this.
Do you put that match? So we already know it's not going to main event. Where do you put that in a night 2 match at the opener?
I think that's been the $1 million question about where all of these matches are going to go.
Where would you put it if you was the
Because now, if this picks up steam, like the way I think it is going to, I just don't see, and I said it before, I don't see both triple threat matches happening on the same night.
Okay.
So if you have the men's already on Saturday, I think the women's EO, Rhea, and Bianca will go on Sunday. Not the main event, obviously, but could it be prior to Cena and Cody?
Mm.
I don't see that being a problem. I think that it's like a double main event. If they keep on doing this for the next 2 weeks, and it's like,
Yeah.
damn, like this is like a co-main event, either right before Cody and Cena, or like it's them, a little whatever popcorn, whatever match, and then boom, you have Cody and Cena. That I think that to open that shit up with those three, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
The second to last, the second
Second to last on
main
Sunday,
event.
that's fine.
That,
That's fine.
that seems like it's fire. I mean, we've had some good second to last main events of Mania that have been popping. So
Yeah, I
that's
mean, I
good.
don't know off the top of my head, but I think they're really good at doing a really great job of like, hey, don't forget about us. We our stories all on and popping too. So we can tear the house down ourselves.
Mm. I think they do, and I think for one thing, it's really showcasing more about like if you didn't know more about the three competitors, like started from NXT, even if for those who are new, I
Yeah.
mean, already fans who are not really fans, they already know like household names who Bianca Belair is, who Rhea Ripley is. Like already,
Mhm.
like off the jump, you already know who they about. You can already see, how their appearance and how their wrestling styles are all different. They're both strong,
Mhm.
both very capable of doing different moves and everything. And someone who may not know about Io Sky, but could see that she may not be as strong as them, but she's very fiery and she's very
Yeah.
durable and very much flexible in all capabilities. Like she could hold her own,
Mhm.
even when the land of the giants. I mean, very fearful, fist of fury, feet of fury, and just very agile and
Mhm.
just very cunning. And I think for one thing, this is really picking up and making people wanted to go back and learn more. Like how do they all connect with each other? Because we said it before, it's a like you said it, Randy. If you don't have a story with this, then what do you have? So one thing about a story, you got to probably go back and do some research about it. So I like how these three women is making some research purposes within it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think within the story it is if you have multiple layers of the story, not like, oh, I don't like you, you don't like me, I'm the best. You know what? Let's go fight right now. That's no story with these three. And you might have to help me with the history, but look at last year. Bianca goes into WrestleMania in the 6 woman tag match.
Yeah,
Rhea goes in as she went in as champion, or she won the no, she went in as champion, right?
yeah, she went in as
And then
champion.
against Becky, she retained.
She
But
retained.
she opened the show,
She did.
right?
So yeah,
Io went in as champion against
against Bailey,
Bailey and then lost.
lost. Yeah,
So now,
maybe
and Rhea has still not beaten Io 1-on-1.
she has not, and this is still going to build on because it's a triple threat, but it's not like now. I feel like after Mania, it might be on like personal. It might be personal matches, might be personal feuds or matchups now.
And that's where Backlash comes in.
Yeah,
Like
payback.
something with Backlash. Like, could they run it back one more time? Sure. Do they do Rhea and Bianca at Backlash? I don't think so.
Maybe.
Um, and listen, we've seen multiple rematches happen at an Unforgiven or the Backlash the following month at the Mania. So I wouldn't even be surprised. That's why I say, does Io go into WrestleMania back to back years as champion and then takes the L back to back years? That's the part I'm like, I don't think they'll do that to Io.
Mm. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think so either. But also too, I don't think for all women like if we was to look at Bianca and Rhea's point of view, I don't think neither one of them were trying to fight for that getting that WrestleMania streak because I mean at the end of the day it's a streak. It's like it's very commemorative, especially trying to do what
Yeah.
Taker has done. But by doing this just creates more down the line and it will give more.
Mhm.
So I don't think either I don't think either one of them were trying to like go between and trying to get that mania streak. So it'll be interesting to see if EO retains this after, and then who's going to pick up on the next story with it. It might be Rhea and, like you said, EO and Rhea again, because Rhea has never pinned EO yet. I mean, EO's
No.
already defeated Rhea on Raw, so and she defeated her today with a disqualification. But like
And like you said, Bianca is still undefeated at WrestleMania.
she is, so is that really going to change as well? Will that change?
That could
Because
change.
that could possibly change.
Like,
So
she can lose the match, but she won't.
she won't take the pin.
Okay. I don't know.
I
Someone,
think
someone
Bianca.
got to take the fucking pin.
Either way, I think Bianca might get pinned, but I think some aftermath is going to happen, and that's between either Bianca's second story with Jade and Naomi, or something may spark with Rhea, or someone might come back and
Mhm.
and might engage themselves into this three-way as well.
I think if anybody comes back, it'll be Becky,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm thinking.
not this match.
Yeah,
She
but
ain't
not
coming
like
for no Bianca, Rhea, Io. If she comes back, she's gonna come back for like Charlotte or
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
But yeah, it would be interesting, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't be too much.
Um. All right, so we have that. What else? So we're going backwards here. Looking like the Fatal Four Way is gonna happen with Penta, Braun Breaker, my guy Dom, Dirty Dom,
Finn
and
Balor.
Finn. Finn is getting I think so. Finn pinned Penta.
He did off of a spear accidentally given by
Yeah,
Braun Breaker.
I mean, listen now. He's got all the confidence. Now he's gonna try to get a championship match against Braun again. 1-on-1 is, and then you see Dom and Liv backstage, like like your man's
Live,
bugging
yeah.
out. He's too big headed. What you mean? He won. Y'all won the match. So now it just the little seeds and the signs are like, hey, there is gonna be some dissension with Judgment Day at some point in time. I think Finn. I said last week, Finn is the odd man out. He will be the odd man out,
The
right?
favorites will be either Dom or Penta to possibly win it.
Right. But at this if they go fatal four way, it's these four guys. If they go triple threat, it's gonna be Dom, Penta, and Braun. But I think fatal four way might be the way to just to play it safe because one, like I said, you can protect Braun by not taking a pin, right?
Yeah.
I said last week the way you can debut back Aleister Black is coming in to help Dom in the process to win the IC title, but also take out Finn. So
Ooh.
Alistair is replacing Finn Balor. Finn's the odd man out. You can already tell what the story is. Like, yo, we don't want you no more, bro. You out of here. And I
Yeah.
think Finn needs a change of character anyway. I think he can, just like Rhea did and like Damian did, Finn could be like the next guy that has like a character more development outside of Judgment Day. So I think that's why, like, hey, I'm rooting for Dom in this match at WrestleMania. I think he could benefit from it than a Braun Breaker. I think it's too early for Penta to win a singles championship. We got Ray Phoenix coming on board anyway, so he might be thrown in the tag team titles picture at some point in time. But I think you re-debut Alistair. He replaces Finn. You kick out Finn. Don wins the IC title. Braun don't take the pin. You still protect him. Like that's the perfect scenario.
Mm. Yeah. I can see that going. It'll be nice to see Finn, get a new start. As a good way of noticing. It would just be good to see. From my point of view, it would be nice to see Finn to get a new look, but if he was possibly some way still a champion, or furthermore, like end out on a good winning streak, because when Damian left the Judgment Day, he still was champion, he lost the title.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea also was coming back to win the title, but she got kicked out. So I guess you know what, I think you could see some like sense some like continuity with that. Someone that's trying to go for a title always gets knocked out with or screwed out of some
Yeah.
opportunity. But
Mm-hmm.
I think if anything, Finn would. I'll be interested to see, if Finn really goes into the tag circuit. But I would like to see Finn try again to go back into the heavyweight title, because I think to the main heavyweight title match, because
Mm.
it would just. I feel like it still was kind of like cheated when he was the Demon. His reign was very short. But like even then, like if not the heavyweight title, maybe some type of mid card, like let him go
Like
revamp.
U.S. Intercontinental. Like what else
Yeah,
is it?
maybe the
They call it?
U.S. title. I would give him the U.S. title. The Intercontinental title, by the way, if it's going to side with Dom or Penta, but
Exactly. And now, if Dom has the IC title, Finn is now a good guy. You
yeah. So
develop that down the road.
yeah, I just feel like for Finn, I think he deserves a whole lot better. The man's been really putting in some work. I know he's done a
Mm-hmm.
lot with the tag team titles with two other Judgment Day members, Damian and JD. But
That's
I
right.
just feel like, I just want to give Finn some more, because the man really puts in work. He knows how to wrestle, and you know, give him his grace, give him his dues, give Finn his flowers, man. Get in his work.
Um,
But
do you
Dom,
want? Do you see like a Demon Finn against? Aleister Black, the new leader of Judgment Day, at some
I,
point in time.
I would like that. Demon Finn Balor was, unpredictable, and last time we saw it was against Edge against in WrestleMania. So
Which
that
he should have won, by the way.
which he feel like we should have won. The man got.
No, he should have won that shit. I mean,
I mean,
I love
yeah,
Edge, but at that point
love
in
that.
time,
Yeah,
who needed the win more, Edge or Finn?
Finn.
Demon, you brought out Demon Finn.
Demon Finn out of retirement. The man got opened up with like 6 or 8 staples to his head from a ladder, and so it would have helped more because Edge's reign didn't stay that long. But
No.
I agreed it would have benefited Finn more, especially helped more with the Judgment Day. But that's for one. But if we was to stay on topic, Dominic, I think it's about time for him to get another title, not the NXT title, but I think it's now time for
Mhm.
the Intercontinental title. I mean,
Yeah.
look at it. I mean, him and Liv, it's like another resemblance of their own moderation of China and Eddie Guerrero. So
Hmm.
that would be pretty good and pretty interesting to see.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. My dog is annoying me. Hold on. The beauty of doing it live. The beauty of doing it live.
Hey, it's all good. But hey, fans, let us know. What do you think? What's gonna happen?
All right.
Do you
Here we
think
go.
Dom, Penta,
Um.
Braun, or Finn's winning that IC title? Let us know, fans.
Oh, I got Dom. I got Dom. If Dom is in it and it's a fatal 4-way, and if it is those 4 guys, I got Dom.
Who's taking the pin?
Finn.
Dom's gonna pin Finn. Okay.
It's not Braun, and I
Don't want to do
not
Penta
Penta.
too early. Okay.
It's got to be Finn.
All right. Well,
I'm telling
after
you, man, Aleister Black gonna come back. You're gonna cause make Dom win, hit Finn. Then you build Aleister and Finn. Then maybe Finn gets Dom down the road. Then I'm good. And then that Braun should be in that World Heavyweight Championship stature at some point in time after WrestleMania. Like, is he gonna lose the IC title again? And they'd be like, "Oh man, I want it back for a third time." But like, hey, after Mania, you start seeing a little shakeup. Obviously, the draft is coming. We don't know who's going to be
yeah,
switching. So let's just say it is Jey Uso as heavyweight champion after
right,
WrestleMania.
right.
Last time I checked, Braun beat Jey Uso. Like that's one opponent right there. There's a Gunther rematch, maybe at Backlash. There's gonna be your Seths and your Drew McIntyres and CM Punks. We don't know who's gonna move with the draft, but those are 4 guys right there that I think that's what I'm saying. Braun could drop it at WrestleMania, and he ain't gotta go back to IC title for what?
Mm.
And what you saw tonight on Raw, he looked like a fucking world heavyweight dude compared to Penta, Finn, and Dom. But with
Move
us
Braun up.
with us doing it live, I just seen that Adam Pearce made official AJ and Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
Oof.
Is that a good oof or a bad oof?
Uh,
Man said oof, like not
I'm like
oof, oof.
I'm like half and half because, all right, all jokes aside, Logan Paul is a good. He could compete. He's a good competitor. He
He's
can
nice.
wrestle.
I like
He's
him.
nice.
He's
He's good.
nice.
He give
Yeah.
him that. But I feel like someone like AJ Styles, like, look, man, I could say this for AJ. AJ's been in the game for quite a while.
Yes, he has.
And all right, if you was to compare, like, he's in WrestleMania now facing off against Logan Paul. This is the benefit. This is more beneficial for Logan Paul to help him grow.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, but if we was to look at last year where he faced off against LA Knight,
Mm-hmm.
who was that for benefit, him or LA Knight?
LA Knight.
Yeah, so Randy, do you feel like AJ Styles is not being utilized a lot more at WrestleMania or any big time moments like that?
I think if you look at the history of AJ's matches at WrestleMania, it again, you got to go back and what was the stories, who was the top guy, who was champion at the time. Like he could have, like I say right now, he had ever since AJ's been in the company, he's had Jericho, Shane, Shinsuke, Orton, Taker, the Boneyard match,
Cody.
the tag match with Omos against the New Day,
Oh yes.
Edge, LA Knight, and now Logan. He never fought Cody at
I'm I'm thinking
WrestleMania.
I'm thinking of wrong event, my fault. But yeah,
Um, none of those. The only one I think I recall was like main event was Taker in the Boneyard, and that was the pandemic one. So his best match out of all of this, I don't recall the Edge match. The Jericho was all right. I think that went second at WrestleMania
yeah,
32.
that was the second one.
The Shane might be the best one. I don't recall him and Randy Orton, which is crazy because I'm like, yo, AJ and Orton the same ring. Oh, it's gonna be fire. It should be popping. I don't remember what the fuck happened in that match. LA Knight last year. Don't recall it. I don't know what place in the card it happened. The Nakamura is probably the one that kind of annoyed me because AJ went in as champion
Right.
against Nakamura, and that was like the big match. The IWC really wanted. That was the dream match. Nakamura wins the Royal Rumble. Oh shit, we got Nakamura, AJ, and the E, like yeah. And that match, for whatever reason or reasons, did not
It didn't do well.
any pan out to where we thought it was going to be. And again, that was still part of the night one, the 1 day, 1 night WrestleManias, and it was in the middle, maybe towards the end, and just the steam wasn't there, and it was off. I'm like, this is Nakamura and AJ. And I just don't know what happened. And should he be more prominent? Yeah, I think he said he's 47. He said at 50, I'm done. So you probably got 2-3 more years of AJ Styles. The rumor was maybe him and Braun Breaker for the IC title, and that they if that was the correct rumor, they went left on that. So now you got him and Logan Paul, which I think is going to be a nice, a dope match. It just you don't want to feel like we're just wasting away at AJ's
Talent. Yeah, he's being
talent final years. But if he's helping the young talent like he did LA Knight and now Logan Paul, if he's going to be that guy, then he'll be that guy. But could we get one more title run? I think
he deserves.
I think you could.
I think he deserves it, especially
once Jey Uso is champion. It's like the door is open. Like everybody can. Braun Breaker, AJ, like everybody can get a shot. I think he has one more title run, world heavyweight title run in him before it's all said and done. I think because he deserves that.
I think so too. I think only with right now the IC title or the heavyweight title is what I think he most likely deserves a run because AJ's been even as when he was faced a heel, had his runs with Cody. I know it's not Mania talk, but like he's been in main event matches, it's been pretty good, but I wish it would just be utilized more and created more. I mean, he did do the Mark Henry spot that he was, going to retire, but then like he wasn't going to do it, but then took out Cody, which was nice. But I know he got injured on SmackDown that one time, so he was out for a while. So,
like if you recall,
I just want more utilization.
If you recall, like and again, I know he had a lengthy title run when he was on SmackDown. I know that for a fact because, like, I recall him and Cena at the Rumble in 17. I recall him and Dean Ambrose going at it. I recall him and Roman Reigns going at it. And I was they went at it back to back pay-per-views. I'm like, oh shit, main event, AJ and Roman Reigns. Okay, this gonna be this, and those matches were really, really fucking good. And then obviously injuries, and it's the switching and good guy, bad guy, attack with Omos and this and that. Like, and again, he did miss time, so now he's coming back, getting acclimated. Let's get through WrestleMania, and let's see what the doors open for him. Because even for Logan Paul, there was a rumor Logan Paul was going to be involved in like a U.S. title match or Intercontinental Championship, but now he has AJ Styles, and I'm like, if you're gonna learn from someone WrestleMania status, like look who's Logan. Look who has had Logan Paul at WrestleMania. It was Seth Rollins at 39,
Yeah.
Did Logan fight last year in 40? Or am I bugging?
Did he fight
Oh, he had the
Ricochet?
Miz tag match before
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Remember? And then he had Seth, and I don't think he fought at 40.
Did
Am I,
he?
am I bugging?
No,
Hold up.
he fought someone at 40.
Hold on. Let me see. So, you're probably right. I think, was it Ricochet or something like that?
It
Oh,
might have been Ricochet.
am I tweaking right now? Hold up. Okay. Logan Paul. Where's Logan Paul? I'm looking at night one. Let me see if I see anything with Logan Paul in here. All right, nothing there, nothing there. Bloodline. All right, that's night one. Drew. Oh, Logan Paul defeated KO and Randy Orton. Triple threat match for the United States Championship.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. He did have the title.
Yeah, he
He did have
did.
that title.
Forgot about that. All right, so this is his third, no, probably fourth consecutive WrestleMania.
Third, I'm thinking. He
No,
had
39, 40, 41. I think he had 38. Remember with the Miz or some shit
Yeah,
like that?
the tag team match. Yeah. 38, 39,
39,
40.
40. Yeah,
That's
not 41.
oh well, okay, yeah.
This would be his fourth.
True. My mistake. But,
That's right, man. Like Bob Ross said, we don't make mistakes. We make happy accidents.
nice. Nice.
Throwback, right?
That is a
All right, AJ, we got that done. Two more things real quick before we get up out of here. So now can people be quiet about the build to Jey Uso and Gunther? I think we got some steam on that today.
oh man, you
We got
talk
some steam on that.
man, we got some radiator steam. The one
Yeah,
that
cause night you got to make it personal. You got to bring the family involved. You got to attack Jey Uso. I mean, you attack Jimmy Uso. Now that damn, this is just beyond me and you. I can't beat you. Now you're bringing my fam involved.
now
Now we got
it's
a real fucking problem.
now it's real inspirational. Before Gunther was always on Jay's ass week after week, talking about like every time you breathe, I'm gonna be there. Every time you win a match, I'm gonna be there, take you out. Big brother Jimmy won't help you now. So guess what?
Exactly.
If anything tonight, Gunther was definitely like a main villain from Gotham.
About time. Like,
He
what's
was
up, man?
he was like, I mean, Gunther was always a heel. We already knew he was the bad guy, but today was like it just put a stamp on him being like a Gotham villain today. Like the man did the spot where Orton and Triple H where he was handcuffed to the rope or tied to the rope.
Mm-hmm.
He just beat the
Oh
hell out
yeah, with the zip ties.
of the zip tie. So man, he made Jimmy bleed. I'm talking about just relentless. And at the end of it, that shot where Gunther is it puts Jimmy in a sleeper hold and basically has his brother's blood on him. I don't know how more diabolical you can be. I'm like, it's almost like Thanos level. You just looking like all that for your brother's blood. I'm like, man, I was like, man, Jay, you just hear like, oh, I can't wait till I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm like, Jay,
Facts.
but man, this is really a good build now. Now because it was like a little delayed, you saw it was very one-sided. Now, I think now we're gonna see Jay unleashed. So now he's gonna come with some big momentum. You know, it's not the yeet wave is gonna keep going, but this is personal. This is like Dominic Toretto. You brought my family into it. So
So now I ask you this.
what's
Because
up?
you asked me earlier about replacement on the card. Now with this momentum shifting for Jey Uso and Gunther at the current state that we are in, where do you have it? Night one, night two, and where do you put it? Because Terrence, our boy Terrence, feels this match again. This is before Raw tonight. Felt that the Jey Uso and Gunther should open up the entire card night one and get that momentum for Jey Uso.
I would still agree with what Terrence said. You still keep it night one
The
as
opener.
you still keep it as an opener because this anticipation, all this from building, is really going to set the tone of Mania and lead up to the end. But this will be a good little opening, 35-minute 35 minutes or 40-minute match that will just give that energy and give that
40 minutes.
40 minutes with the win and the celebration. You feel me?
40 the So you're saying with intro, match, celebration, this shit going 40 plus.
Yeah.
35, 35, 40. Wow.
Yeah. I say it'd be like a 25, maybe 28-minute match. The celebration, the celebration afterwards might
Mhm.
go over. It'll be all the way to accumulate to 40,
Okay.
40, 45 minutes total. Because you know it's gonna be big fireworks. Possibly Jimmy's gonna be there to celebrate with Jay. He's gonna come out with the bandage. Like you did it, Oos. You did it. So we're gonna hit
Okay,
the
so you if we did over under, you're saying over 30, 35 minutes this match.
yes.
I'm saying under I'm definitely saying under 25 minutes for the match. It's what ding 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 boom under 25 minutes.
Okay.
Probably even under 20.
That'd be too.
And I think I'm leaning towards more like this match is probably gonna be. I don't know what night yet, but I think this could be in the middle because I'm thinking the aesthetics, right? Because you're in Vegas, right? Vegas, if we're kicking off here in New York at let's say 6, 7 o'clock, right? Over there is 3 o'clock. You talk about
Right.
dumb, hot, and bright. Like they probably want the USO shit to be more at night to get the lights and do all this and do all that. Like I'm thinking this is gonna be more later on in the night than the opening match of any night because it just the aesthetics of the Yeet movement and stuff like that. Like you don't want that in broad daylight. Nah, I'm thinking more later in when it gets dark outside. They're gonna have this match.
Are you gonna put that match before the main event on night one?
I think it has to be night. I think night one might be it because
Yeah.
if Cody's belt is on night two, you're not gonna have both world and nah.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying, do you put it right before the
Well, you
triple?
know what? I'm wrong. Last year they had world heavy match one night two, then they had Cody night two main event. So
They wouldn't have that with the women. You got the women's match, Gunther's match, and Cody's match.
bro, I don't know. It's a lot of shit going on, bro.
I think
it's a
it's
lot.
best to put Gunther and Jay in night one.
I agree. I agree. I'm telling you, it's gonna be once it gets dark in that middle spot. You know,
So you
I
want the
think so.
show. You want the show, and like you want that. You want the lights, the fireworks to go off at night.
Yeah,
Be a better look
exactly, bro. Not at fucking 4 p.m. in the
in
afternoon.
Vegas. For the
Nah,
aesthetic.
gotta go with the aesthetics, man. But I like the build now. There's more. Like you said, there's like a sympathy angle now with Jay because you're bringing the family involved. There's more of the badass guard with Gunther now because this is the Gunther we've been wanting for quite some time, but he's been on some chill shit.
It's
Like,
been very
come on, G.
mild. It's
Can,
been
can we
very
can we
mild.
can we get some shit going? And like now, like, oh, I'm the fucking guy now. Don't fuck with me. That's the kind of energy he's giving to Jay and Jimmy. So I like where that's going. Um, and then we're gonna cap it off with the beginning of the show. So
Oh my
that's
god!
that's Cody, Cena, round three, microphone, promo. They both got a
I think
chance to spar and go back and forth.
I think they heard us, Randy.
Hold on. None of the other bullshit where Cena leaves and he don't say shit. No, they got the talking, they got the scrapping. We got more than what we got the last 2 weeks. And this is the last time we're gonna see Cena until WrestleMania. So I'll start with you, man. What did you make of both Cody's promo, Cena's promo? They got a little scrapping at the end. What'd you make of the whole thing?
That segment between Cody and Cena, you take Lowry's, you take adobo, you take garlic powder, black pepper, you mix that up. That joint was cooking. You heard?
Oh
That
boy.
whole segment was cooking. All seasoning, no raisins, no potato salad, straight cooking. I'm talking about.
Where you get raisins from, bro?
Hey, it's not. This was not unseasoned. You heard?
Okay.
Hey, man.
That just sounded like a pork chop to me. Oh, but the adobo and the seasoning and the garlic, and I'm like, damn, you got me
Lowry's,
hungry.
adobo, garlic powder, all that.
You
It
got
was
me hungry,
cooking.
bro. Shit.
Yo, this is going to make us. This segment. This whole beef is making us hungry. We hungry for more. No
Okay.
more thanks. So it's like they already knew we were just so impatient, just knowing what was going to happen. So
Of course.
and let alone they saved it on the last night, the last day in England.
Mhm.
So I'm talking about Randy. When I was seeing this, I was like, at first Cody came out, he's like, "Oh, so this is what you're supposed to cook me." This felt like B Rabbit when he came out to face Papa Doc in 8 Mile, like he went first. This guy ain't no MC. I'm gonna say what this guy had to say against me. I
Okay,
ain't
so who's B Rabbit? Who's Papa Doc?
Cody. Cody is B Rabbit. He basically said, I know everything's gonna say against me. I got a tattoo on my neck. That's his American Nightmare. I do
Mhm.
had a list. I did have an angle named Stardust with my brother
Yeah.
Gold Dust. So yeah. And guess what? I did get jumped by all three of you chumps. And
And I'm
Travis
still
did
standing
lost
here.
my
Fuck the
eardrum.
free world.
But I'm
Yeah.
still here screaming, fuck the final boss. I don't know.
Oh
But
yeah. Word, right? Hey, and there was finally a mention of The Rock.
yes,
Finally.
and they finally did. But here's the thing. This is why John Cena is who he is. He's like the one thing that stuck with me is this talent. I am the talent.
That's right.
I just don't deal with mediocrity.
That's right.
Damn. When I tell you, I was just like every time like it was going, I was like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Cena
Like that
said,
referee in the meme. Ooh,
yeah, that.
back
Or
and
I was
forth and
like,
shit.
it went from 8 Mile to like Ether to like maybe Takeover. I was like,
Yeah. Or
man,
nowadays, like Meet the Grams and the Drake and
no,
Kendrick
no,
feud.
no. I mean, no, 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 no. If we doing this has to be what's beef is done before. I mean, Kendrick, Drake, good, but we
Hmm.
going back. We're bringing this back.
Okay.
We bringing this back. So this was. I mean, we could just drop some lines and some bars. Cena went to. We thought Cody basically held his own. I thought Cody held his own.
Yeah.
Implying that he was he was basically holding his ground. He started off with how he was ready for what Cena was going to attack him with. Probably look at what he had because that's what Cena already does. In his history, he attacks for what he sees, but Cena's basically attacking more from what we as fans already know. Like we're forced to like Cody. Like we see
Hmm.
Cody, we know we're forced to like him because guess what? We're forced to like him based off what he can only give. Like he gives his best, but guess what? That's all it, and we can accept it, but we don't want the best. That's just mediocre.
Do you feel that way? Do you feel like you're forced to like Cody Rhodes?
I was like, at times, I was like,
Like John,
damn,
you got a point there, buddy.
he ain't lying because,
I
hey,
mean,
man,
we've seen it
look,
before, bro. We've seen it, Cody. We've seen it with Roman when he first popped off. We saw it with John. Like
I mean,
it's a cycle.
yeah, I mean, Randy, you said it best. Every time the man comes to the ring, you want to see that edge, that fire. Every time this man comes, it's like
Yo.
he gets the build up, then he says, "Then I have to." Then he says this one word, "Enough." But I'm
Yeah.
like, it's very like predictable and so. But you talk about throwing jabs. They were throwing some jabs. This
Hmm.
is Cena,
Yeah.
and I see that they didn't hold back with language or making references to,
Yeah.
what
Cody cursed twice.
Cody cursed twice, used the anatomy curse
That's
and
right.
call him a piece of shit.
That's right.
But then he also referenced, Vince talk about, oh, you want to talk
Ah.
about who I didn't get over? Well, we have someone, oh, like you didn't get over, or someone who used to work here that we don't say, that we no longer say his name. I was like, damn.
Hmm.
I was like, oh
And
man.
that's good because if you're gonna go in, go
Really
in.
good.
But Cena, let's go. Cody, let's take the gloves off. We waited 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean, you got an explanation from John about why he did what he did at the chamber.
Yeah.
But listen, and then what Cody said, listen, everybody's scared of you on the microphone, bro. I'm not. I'm here. And he was like really sparring with John. I'm like, oh shit, Cody. All right, say less. All right, now you got me and everybody else hooked up
Yeah, we was
for
like,
this
oh,
main event. Like the thing with
John.
John is like, all right, I hate John Cena's scowl. Like,
Hey, leave the
you know,
man
like,
alone. He was cooking.
but that looks forced. That looks like, yo, just go out there and just scowl, bro. You gotta get rid of the scowl. You gotta get a tan, John Cena, in 3 weeks, please. Wear some black kicks. There's playoffs now. You got the white kicks regular season. Let's get the black sneakers for the fucking playoffs. It's playoff time, bro. And like that when they did the stands, he like this. I was like,
Yeah, what kind of crap was that? But
that's what I'm saying. I think John is still not used to being a bad guy. I think he's trying his ass off. I give him that, but he's not. That's not his true element. Like if that was Randy Orton, that's different. Randy Orton is
he would have attacked.
born a heel. You know what I'm
No
saying? But
reason, no nothing. But
yeah,
I thought like what they did on the microphone with the segment, fire, just fire between them. Both of them cooked.
yeah,
I would have liked to see more. Excuse me. I would have liked to see more when they were actually in that little mini scuffle where the crossroads happened. I would have liked to see blows go back and forth. You know, fists exchanging fists, exchanging punches, like something like a little mini something. Because if this was Cena's last time, Cena went out with just taking a crossroads and that's it. I think it should have been more.
yeah.
It should have been like a display of both powers. You would have seen.
I told you that they should have did it like some shit outside the ring. Not everything has to be because real quick, you hit me with the crossroads, right? Music plays, we go backstage. You mean to tell me John took a crossroads? All right, y'all. See you in 3 weeks. Like you can't even show John looking for Cody backstage
or walking away.
Look in the locker room. Yo, where's Cody? Like his car is there. Like that's the point. Unless John on a very very tight schedule, you could have filmed that prior, like pre-tape it, and then you go to commercial. Oh shit, we're showing John looking for Cody. They start scrapping. Yeah, but like just the crossroads and that's it. And that's like that's probably the only thing I'm like. Everything else was dope.
Yeah.
Just that part that John, because that's also a sign. Also a sign. I've seen it before. And like if this was the go home show, this is a sign that if my baby face got one up on the heel, then it might mean the heel is gonna go over at WrestleMania. If John would have hit Cody with the attitude adjustment or whatever, then to me, all right, Cody walking out. It's just a little thing I see. But now the door's open that John's gonna get his one uppings at WrestleMania and walk out champion.
I still think that we possibly. I agree with you. We should have saw some more like prior to like a commercial break or something. They probably would have fought, or John. You would have seen John walking away injured, and maybe Kathy Kelly would have tried to go interview John. What did he think? But then, though, that would have helped more. But I think prior for the next few weeks, even though John's not making an appearance, he might make something pre-taped. The Rock may come out with something. The Rock might come out with something.
Bro, why not just do it there? You're already there. Like, John, can I borrow you for 10 more minutes, bro? Yo, can we just film this part? Because Cody is going to go on Raw the next 2 weeks by himself and then do promos. I think unless The Rock is going to come out and whatever, we don't know. But for the time being, you could have had something backstage and pop off like, oh shit, they're really going at it, and then like it just you're there for 2.5 hours.
I think
you can't get John to tape one fucking thing of chasing Cody and they scrap and John gets into his car and drives away or some bullshit like that. All right, I see you at WrestleMania. Like now it's like what television are you going to put out there for Cody, your world champion, and your contender is not there for 2 weeks.
I still think Cena might make a a pre-recorded tape, and it might be displayed on one of the shows before Mania.
Unless Cody dropped The Rock's name, because now The Rock is gonna have to fill in some time for Cena because Cena's out. Rock might have to pull up at least the go home show.
I think he's gonna pull up, but also too, we might get some. Cody's might interfere himself with someone's business, and that might also start to introduce possibly The Rock having new henchmen, like that's a part of his bloodline organization,
Mm.
the corporation, the final boss corporation. So I'm still thinking to see what's going to happen now. It might also happen at Mania too, but I think we might going to see a lead up or something. We got to see Rock's going to probably make an appearance. I still think we're going to see a tape appearance.
Yeah.
I see we might even see 2 appearances from The Rock before Mania. I say 2 appearances.
So that means what the next two Mondays?
The last, like, okay, the night before, the week
Yeah.
before Mania, and the week after. So I think we might see those.
Oh, the Raw after Mania,
Maybe,
right?
maybe
All right.
that's
We'll
what I'm
see.
thinking.
Uh, but again, I thought overall, you could tell it's a better show today. With just the laying out of the storylines for multiple angles, from the Cody Cena to the Triple Threat Women's to the Usos Gunther to now you got AJ and Logan Paul official as of half hour ago. Um, what else am I missing?
We're gonna have well,
So next week is okay. Back in okay, we're back in America,
yeah,
but you might see Cody. Finn is trying to get another title shot with Braun.
we
We got
got
SmackDown on Friday from Chicago.
oh
So that could be very interesting. We had the show on Friday about Punk getting the main event. Now they did say it's gonna be the night one main event of WrestleMania, but
yep.
that's not Punk's favor. Hopefully, we get more answers to that on Friday. And I seen the video of like when Roman did. I don't know if you've seen it, but Roman said, "Acknowledge me, thank me," and then he seen Paul Heyman
No, don't do it.
don't do it, and he did it. So we just don't know what's gonna play out. But being back in Chicago and that crowd, we get Seth, Roman, and Punk. Yikes! That's gonna blow the roof off, bro.
That is, and we already got 7. We got 7 events. Well, the 8th one is gonna be the triple threat, but we got 7 events for Mania so
That's
far.
it
So
for
far,
two
7.
nights.
Well, they don't. I think we got 7 in total, but I don't think they separate which nights are which, even though we
All
know
right.
which ones are going to be the night. You
So
ready?
last thing,
What up?
who? 'Cause I think you're reading off something. So what matches you see already for Mania?
All right. We have
I'm writing
Logan,
that.
AJ.
Logan, AJ, right?
Yeah.
What else? What's next?
Cody. I mean, sorry,
All right.
Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
All right. I put Cody, Cena, Randy, KO. What's next?
Drew
Punk,
and oh, Drew
Punk,
and
Seth, Roman. Then you got Drew and Damian,
yes,
right? You got Charlotte and Tiff,
Jay and Gunther.
Jay, Gunther. Then you got Jade, Naomi.
Jay and Naomi. Then you have Naomi. I'm sorry, Bianca, Io, and Rhea.
That's it so far.
That's it so far.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 9 official matches for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Um, real quick, what are we missing? We have no U.S. title. That's gonna, also maybe the 4-man multi IC title.
We got that. We're missing a tag team title between
You got no tag titles on the
no
line so
tag
far.
title reigns. We got no U.S. title reign.
You got no women's U.S. You got no women's Intercontinental.
Yeah, and so we're missing a lot, and we're just missing in sense. I think we're missing possibly a matchup between, I would say, Chad Gable and his alternate luchador
Mm-hmm.
outfit, I will see him versus Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
That would be pretty well. That would be pretty good to me.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I think that would do pretty good. But
so we got nine official. Before I, and we're gonna get off the air in a second. Hold on. Um, I just want to know how many total matches we had at WrestleMania last year. Like total, no pre-show shit. Talk about right from the jump. We had 7 on night 1 and then 7 on night 2. So as of right now, we have 9. So set my my math is crazy, but 7 plus 7 is 14. So you talk
right,
about we're at 9. You're kind of missing like maybe 4 or
three,
5
four,
more
yeah,
if you want that same lineup. And within those final 4 or 5, there's no women IC, there's no women US, there's no men's US at the current time, there's no women's tag, there's no tag title on either Raw or SmackDown. It's a
yeah.
lot.
So
It's a lot missing.
I feel like I'm like, I think they're gonna fix it up or do something else because you can't have a WrestleMania without no tag team defense.
True.
You need to have
Does,
like,
does Bailey get on?
I think Bailey gets on in media.
Well, she's doing the IC title with
They
um
That's next week on Raw.
I know, but still, that's what I'm saying. Doing our Raw, Valkyria.
Like her Lyra versus Bailey. I mean versus Liv and Raquel. But Liv and
You gotta
Raquel,
have Liv on the show, bro. Gotta
yeah,
have Liv.
but Liv and Raquel are going to retain those titles at Mania.
Damn.
If you give,
So you're missing them. You're missing Street Profits. You're missing the War Raiders. You're missing LA Knight. You're missing Chelsea Green.
oh, we got Jacob and Solo.
We don't know yet.
We don't know, and Jacob wants the IC title, but
Of course he
Solo,
does.
but Solo's telling him you don't need it, and Jacob's more like, nah, you don't need to know what I
No,
need.
the US title. You mean Jacob wants the
Excuse me,
US?
US title. Yada that I mean.
Yeah, that could be a ladder match. That could be like a 6-man ladder match.
Who's in that match?
I mean, I'm not saying it could be LA Knight. I doubt Jimmy Uso now. I mean, but he got fucked up.
Jacob Fatu,
Jacob, Braun Strowman,
Carmelo Hayes,
Carmelo, Jacob, Solo.
and
That's sick. I mean, I don't need a 10-man ladder match.
that'll be too much.
No, that's all you need.
Uh,
That takes care of six people,
right.
and then you got to figure out the woman component for like IC title, US title, Chelsea Green. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Oh, Chelsea versus possibly Zelina,
okay.
even though we might think Chelsea's still going to win.
Yeah.
But that'll be pretty a nice spot. You know, Chelsea Green, Zelina Vega, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty good.
No, we'll see though. You can find my man Kenny Holt on Twitter at Cowabunga_K_E_N. Myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter JCRUZ. Podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. Yo, my man, relax.
Hey, what up, Phoenix?
YouTube.com/ want to get on the show? YouTube.com/ Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Show some love, support for your boys on the program. Also, let me get this up. ProWrestlingTees.com/ Cruise Control for the official 2 out of 3 Falls podcast t-shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com/ Cruise Control. Myself, Kenny Holt, Randy Cruz. We'll probably see you guys on Friday night following SmackDown. If all goes well, we're not busy, but that's the plan after SmackDown on Friday night. Back home in America, bro.
Yeah,
live. We do it live right after the fucking show.
I mean, we did it live here, but it's
6:45
in the evening.
Hey, but listen, now we ain't gotta do it at no 11 o'clock at night now. That's the beauty of it, right?
We have a decent bedtime. We have a decent bedtime.
Yeah. All right, Kenny Ho, Randy Cruz, we out.
Peace.
Yes, sir.